Hello everyone. How are you all, my dear students? I hope you all are fine and enjoying your studies well. So, my dear students, as you all know, we have completed reading of lesson number 9, Uncle Ken at the Wheel. So, from today we will start explanation of lesson number 9, Uncle Ken at the Wheel. Okay, so let's begin our session with a quote. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Now let's see. This is the image of your textbook, Uncle Ken at the wheel. So now, first let me tell you about the character of Uncle Ken. Who was Uncle Ken? Now, this lesson is written by a very famous writer, Ruskin Bond. Uncle Ken was the uncle of Ruskin Bond, and Uncle Ken was a very funny character. When I was studying as a student in 8th or ninth standard, I have also studied lessons about Uncle Ken. So let me tell you one of the stories of Uncle Ken which I studied. Uncle Ken was living with his three sisters turn by turn. Uncle Ken was having three sisters. So, three sisters per 4 months they were living there. Uncle Ken was living with his sister for 4 months. With each sister, he was living 4 months. 4 months with one, with another, and then another. 4 threes are 12. Like that, he was living. He was not earning anything, but he was quite funny. So, one time, what happened? Uncle Ken was traveling through Lucknow. So, at that time in Lucknow, there was a cricket match. There was a cricket match in Lucknow, and Uncle Ken was traveling to the Lucknow. In the same train, there were cricketers in the another compartment. So when Uncle Ken reached to the Lucknow station, to the Lucknow railway station, so all the media reporters and other people welcomed to Uncle Ken. They gave flower bouquets, they gave garlands, and they took him to the hotel. And Uncle Ken went also. Even Uncle Ken didn't know any of them. They all were unknown to the Uncle Ken. But Uncle Ken went with them to the hotel. Uncle Ken lived there. But on the next day, when they gave a cricketer's dress to the Uncle Ken, gave bat and ball to the Uncle Ken, then Uncle Ken realized that they are having misunderstanding because Uncle Ken was exactly looked like the captain of the cricket team. So all the persons who went there to welcome Uncle Ken, they didn't know that he was not actually a cricketer but he was Uncle Ken. So Uncle Ken didn't declare anything, he was enjoying as a cricketer. So he went on a pitch, on a cricket ground and out on a zero run. So he spoiled image of that cricketer, and secondly, after completing the match, all the persons, all media persons, all the guests got a letter from the cricketer that he was actually sick. He was not feeling well, so he was not able to come to play a cricket. After that, they realized that Uncle Ken was not a cricketer. But by that time, Uncle Ken went back to his home too. So nobody can know that who was actually he. So he was the Uncle Ken who was enjoying all the moments of his life. Okay, so let's begin our lesson. Let's begin the explanation of the lesson, and afterwards during the lesson also I will tell you another stories about Uncle Ken. So let's see. I already asked you that who is your favorite relative Tell the class why you like him or her. Is this relative funny, intelligent, or kind? So here you have to tell about your favorite relative. Okay. So let's see. The narrator. Narrator means writer who narrates the story, who writes the story. The narrator, Ruskin has a lot of fun memories of Uncle Ken. Whenever he visits his grandmother, he usually finds Uncle Ken there. Means Ruskin was the son of Uncle Ken's sister. Ruskin was the grandson of Uncle Ken's sister. Together, they have a lot of adventure. Read this story about one such adventure. Read this story about one such adventure. So let's see. Here, Ruskin Bond is talking. The writer is talking himself. On my next visit to Dehra. Dehra is the short form of Dehradun. Dehra is the short form of Dehradun. On my next visit to Dehra means next visit of Dehradun, Mohan met me at the station. Mohan is the name of a house helper, of a servant. Mohan is the name of a house helper or a servant who was working as Ruskin Bond's grandmother. We got into a tonga with my luggage. We got into a tonga. Tonga means horse cart. At that time, vehicle facilities were not available. At that time, vehicles were not invented. That's why everybody was using animals for moving one place to another. So, he backed into tonga means a horse cart with my luggage, and we went rattling and jingling along Dehra's quiet roads to Granny's house. And we went rattling. Rattling means the sound made by a moving tonga. Rattling means a sound when a cart is moving. And jingling along Dehra's quiet roads to Granny's house. Granny is the short form of grandmother. Granny is the short form of grandmother. So this is the description about Dehra's road, about Dehradun's road. How Ruskin started his journey to Dehradun. In Dehradun, first he met to Mohan. Then they both went into tonga, means a horse cart, with his luggage, and we went rattling and jingling. Rattling means a sound by moving tonga. Okay, so let's begin. Let's see the next paragraph. Tell me all the news, Mohan. Now Ruskin is asking to Mohan that tell me all the news. Tell me about everything. When we are going somewhere, we are also asking, right? For example, when you are going to your maternal uncle's house, your paternal uncle's house, so you are also asking to your cousins or your aunt or your uncle that tell me what happened, right? Not much to tell. Some of the sahibs are selling their houses and going away. Susie has had kittens. Not much to tell. Now Mohan is replying to Ruskin that there is not much to tell. Some of the sahibs means a very rich person, because Dehra was like a small village, it's a small town. So some of the sahibs means a very rich persons are selling their houses and going away. They are moving towards city from the town or from the village. They were moving to the city and they were selling their houses. Susie had kittens. Susie is the name of a cat. Susie is the name of a cat, and kittens means baby cat. Susie is the name of a cat and kitten is a baby cat. Okay. Granny knew I had been in the train for 2 nights. Granny means grandmother. Ruskin's grandmother knew that Ruskin was in the train for the 2 nights and she had a huge breakfast ready for me. Huge means so many things in breakfast. So now let's see what Granny made for Ruskin in the breakfast. Porridge, scrambled eggs on toast, meat with fried tomatoes, toast, and marmalade. What Granny made? Granny made porridge, scrambled eggs on toast, meat with fried tomatoes, toast and marmalade, and sweet milky tea. So all these are names of dish, different kind of dish. Porridge, scrambled eggs on toast, meat with fried tomatoes, toast and marmalade, and sweet milky tea. She told me there had been a letter from Uncle Ken. Granny told to Ruskin that there had been a letter from Uncle Ken. So let's see. First, in the Tonga, in the cart, Ruskin asked to Mohan that tell me all the news. So Mohan replied that there isn't much to tell. Some of the sahibs, means some of the rich persons, are selling their houses and moving to the cities, as Dehra was a small town. Susie has had kittens. Susie is the name of a cat, and Susie has kittens, means baby cats. Granny knew that Ruskin was in the train for the 2 nights, so she prepared a huge, means so many things in the breakfast. So, what she prepared in the breakfast, she made porridge, scrambled eggs on toast, meat with fried tomatoes, toast and marmalade, and sweet milky tea. And Granny told to Ruskin that there had been a letter from Uncle Ken. Okay, so now let's move to the next paragraph. What's there? He says he is the assistant manager at Firpo's Hotel in Shimla, she said. So, what was written in the letter? That thing is mentioned in this paragraph. The salary is very good and he gets free board and lodging. It's a steady job and I hope he keeps it. Now, Granny is describing to Ruskin that what was written in the letter from Uncle Ken. So, Uncle Ken has written that he is the assistant manager at Firpo's Hotel in Shimla. Uncle Ken is the assistant manager at Firpo's Hotel. Firpo is the name of hotel. Firpo's Hotel in Shimla. So Uncle Ken is in Shimla. She said, the salary is very good, means monthly income is very good, and he gets free board and lodging. Board and lodging means meals and a room. Meals means breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and lodging means a room. Board and lodging, meals, and a room. It's a steady job. Steady means reliable and continuing for a long time. Means a person can continue with his job for a long time. It's not much tough job. And I hope he keeps it. Granny is saying that I hope he continue this job. As before starting of the lesson, I told you that Uncle Ken was not earning anything and he was living with his sisters turn by turn, right? So let's see next. 3 days later, Uncle Ken was on the veranda steps with his bedding roll and battered suitcase. 3 days later, Uncle Ken was on the veranda steps with his bedding roll and battered suitcase. Just 3 days he continued with that job, just for 3 days. After 3 days, he came back to the granny's house, means Uncle Ken's sister's house, with his bedding roll, means all his sleeping things, and battered suitcase. Battered means old and slightly damaged, which he was using all the time. So let's see what happens. Have you given up the hotel job? Asked Granny. Granny was worried now. So she asked that have you given up the hotel job means have you left that job? No, said Uncle Ken. They have closed down. I didn't left the job, but they have closed down the hotel. I hope it wasn't because of you. Granny is saying that I hope they haven't closed the hotel because of you. No, Aunt Ellen. The bigger hotels in the hill stations are all closing down. No, Aunt Ellen. Now, Aunt Ellen is the name of Granny, the skin pond's grandmother, Ellen. The bigger hotels in the hill stations are all closing down. All the big hotels are closing down. Well, never mind. Come along and have your tiffin. There is kofta curry today. It's Ruskin's favorite. No problem if hotel is closed down. So come along and have your tiffin. Tiffin means lunch. There is kofta curry today. Granny made kofta curry for the Ruskin. So, oh, is he here too? Is he here too? Now Uncle Ken is asking about Ruskin. That Ruskin is here too? I have far too many nephews and nieces. Still he is preferable to those two girls of Mabel. Mabel is the another sister of Uncle Ken who was having two daughters. They made life miserable for me all the time I was with them in Shimla. When Uncle Ken was in Shimla, Uncle Ken was preferring to spend his most of the time with Aunt Mabel's two girls, two daughters. But Ruskin was the favorite of Uncle Ken. Over tiffin, as lunch was cold in those days, tiffin means lunch. Uncle Ken talked very seriously about ways and means of earning a living. Now, my dear students, can you imagine that a person who was not earning anything was seriously talking about how to earn money? For example, a student who get 0 marks all the time, a student who gets 0 marks all the time or get less marks all the time, and he was giving advice to the clever student that how can you get more marks in all the subjects. So isn't it funny? Right? A person who don't know anything about a particular topic and he is giving advice on that topic only. So Uncle Ken was doing like that. First thing, he don't know how to earn. He was not earning anything, and now he was talking very seriously about the ways and means of earning a living. That how can you earn money? He was discussing the different ways. So let's see. There is only one taxi in the whole of Dehra. He mused. Mused means said in a way that showed deep thought, that he was thinking very deeply. There is only one taxi in the whole of Dehra. As I told you that Dehradun was a small town or a village, right? So surely there is business for another. So Uncle Ken was thinking that we should start a business of taxi. So let's see what Granny is replying. I'm sure there is, said Granny. Granny was replying that I'm sure there is a business for another taxi. But, where does it get you? In the first place, you don't have a taxi. And in the second place, you can't drive. So, Granny is asking to Uncle Ken that you are having a very nice idea that we can do business of taxi. As only one taxi is there in the Dehra, So another were are having problems. So first thing is that you don't have a taxi. Uncle Ken was not having any vehicle. As I told you, that vehicle facilities were not available at that time. And in the second place, you can't drive. If you are having a taxi but you don't know driving, then how can you do that business? Now, can you imagine that, for example, in this age you are in a fourth standard and your mother is telling you that go in the kitchen and make a biryani? Can you do that? Of course not. So same thing was happening to the Uncle Ken. First thing, he don't know driving, he was not having a taxi and he wants to do business of taxi. Like that, you don't know cooking, you don't know how to cook biryani, and you want to take a part in the competition of cooking. You want to do business of cooking, but you don't know how to make a Maggie. So how can you do the business of cooking, right? So Uncle Ken don't know anything about the taxi, he don't know driving, he wasn't having a taxi, then how can he do the business of taxi? So let's see how he has done that. See, this is the image. Over the tiffin, means over the lunch, they all were talking. Ruskin is sitting here. Ruskin is sitting here. This is Uncle Ken and this is Granny. So they all are talking over the lunch. So let's see. I can soon learn. There is a driving school in town and I can use Uncle's old car. It's been gathering dust in the garage for years. He was referring to grandfather's vintage Hillman Roadster. It was 1926 model, about 20 years old. So now Uncle Ken is replying to the granny that if I am not having a taxi, I don't know driving, I can learn driving. There is a driving school in the town, right? I can learn driving from that school and I can use uncle's old car. Means here he is talking about narrator's grandfather's car. It's been gathering dust in the garage for years. It is in the garage for so many years, nobody is using it. So about which car they were talking? He was referring to grandfather's vintage Hillman Roadster. So here Hillman Roadster is the name of a car. Hillman Roadster is the name of a car. Vintage means an old car, especially one that was built between 1919 and 1930. Vintage means a very old things. So here vintage means about a car, about a Hillman Roadster. Hillman Roadster is a very old car. So vintage means an old car, especially one that was built between 1919 and 1930. Right? So Granny is replying, I don't think it will run now, said Granny. Granny said that it is in the garage from so many years, so I don't think this car will run now. Of course it will. It just needs some oiling and greasing and a spot of paint. Uncle Ken is replying that of course this car will go as it just needs some oiling and greasing and a spot of paint. Means it's just need a little bit of repairing. After that, of course, it will work. So let's see how Uncle Ken learn driving. So, alright, learn to drive. Then we will see about the roadster. Now here, Granny is giving permission to the Uncle Ken that learn the driving. So, Uncle Ken joined the driving school. He was very regular, going for his lessons for an hour in the evening. Granny paid the fee. Now, see here, my dear students, another one. Uncle Ken joined the driving school. he was going regularly for driving for an hour in the evening. But who paid the fees? Granny. He was elder, but he was not earning anything, so Granny paid the fees. Uncle Ken wants to do business, but by using Granny's car, by doing driving lessons, and Granny paid the fees. So, my dear students, today we will do till here only. Now, let me tell you the short summary of lesson, half of the lesson which I explained you today. The leftover part I will explain you tomorrow. Okay, so first let's see the summary of the half part. So, lesson begins with here that Ruskin comes to the Dehradun. First he met Mohan at the station. Then they both sit in the tonga, means a horse cart, with luggage, and they went rattling and jingling. Rattling means a sound by a moving tonga to the Dehra's quiet roads to Granny's house. Granny is the short form of grandmother. Okay. Then Ruskin was asking to Mohan that tell all the news. So Mohan replied that not much to tell. Some of the sahibs, means very rich persons, are selling their houses and going away. They are moving to the town or a city. Susie had kittens. Susie is the name of a cat. Granny knew I had been in the train, means Granny knew that Ruskin was in the train for the 2 nights. So she had a huge breakfast. Huge means so many things in the breakfast ready for the Ruskin. What Granny made for the Ruskin? Granny made porridge, scrambled eggs on toast, meat with fried tomatoes, toast and marmalade, and sweet milky tea. She told Ruskin that there had been a letter from Uncle Ken. So, what was written in the letter? It was written in the letter that Uncle Ken was assistant manager at Firpo's Hotel in Shimla. The salary was very good, and Uncle Ken was getting free board and lodging. Board and lodging means meals and a room. It's a steady job, and Granny was saying that I hope Uncle can continue with that. Steady means reliable and continuing for a long time, means it was not a tough job. Anybody can do that. 3 days later, Uncle Ken came back to the granny's house with his bedding roll and battered suitcase. Battered means old and slightly damaged. So, Uncle Ken came to the granny's house. Granny was asking to Uncle Ken that have you given up the job? So Uncle Ken replied that no, but the hotels are closed down. So now Granny made kofta curry for the Ruskin. Uncle Ken is asking that Ruskin is here too. Ruskin was the favorite nephew of Uncle Ken. So while taking a tiffin, means while taking a lunch, Uncle Ken was talked very seriously about ways and means of earning a living, that how can one earn a money. So Uncle Ken said that there is only one taxi in the Dehra. He mused, means said in a that showed deep thought. So I want to do a business of taxi. So Granny said that that's a very nice idea. Business of taxi is a very good, but first thing is that Uncle Ken is not having a taxi, and on the second place, Uncle Ken don't know driving. What is the first thing? First thing, Uncle Ken is not having a taxi, and second thing, Uncle Ken don't know how to drive. So this is the image that they are discussing about the taxi business. Uncle Ken said that I can learn driving from the driving school, and after that I can use uncle's old car, vintage car, Hillman Roadster. So Granny is saying that I don't think it will run now as it is in the garage from so many years. So Uncle Ken said I will repair it and I will use it. So Granny told to Uncle Ken, okay, then learn to drive. And Granny paid the fees of Uncle Ken's driving school. And Uncle Ken started to learn driving. Every evening for an hour, for 1 hour, he goes to the driving school. So, we will see in the next lecture, in the next video, that what happened after learning a driving. Okay. So, regarding today's part, if you are having any doubts, feel free to message me on my WhatsApp number. We will meet in the next session with the leftover explanation part of this lesson. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.